Hey guys, today we are going to power scale all of the Axel AU's characters to see who's the strongest. First up, here are some rules. I'm not going to be counting the humans, well, none of the crossover ones at least. So no Charlie or Bagel Boy from the movie and X universes. And also, I will be including a couple crossovers, but they aren't much of they are part of the Axel AU, and very important to it. Also, yeah, no FNF kids or buzzer ranked in this, so it's only the Axel characters. Anyways, here we go! First up on this list is Small the Cat, the son of Big and Dulcie the Dragon. Listen. He's kind of a tiny little baby boy. He's just a little kitten. He hasn't really pulled up some skills yet. But I'm sure that fishing rod could be used to good use. And plus, Toadie, without him, he'd be raged and probably attack you like a regular cat. All raged up. Although there is a certain feline who is stronger on the list for his power. But yeah. Small the Cat ranks here at the bottom of the list. Next is Hurley the Hedgehog. Yes, a newcomer and not fully my OC, but Hurley has proved herself to be great with Craig, helping him out. But aside from that, when Craig's not around, she's probably in danger. Next is the Orange Team. I mean Team Chaotix Jr. Alright, I'll rank them separately. Honestly, I have nothing to say about Cheery Beebit. He's not a bad character, but I don't know, he doesn't really have much going for him in a fight. I mean, he is friends with a very smart beetle who can, tell, her spy friend and her lemur friend, but they don't exist anymore in this universe for what they did. So, yeah. I mean, he does have that stinger tail. That could be some good use to him. Now, Vic being the buff leader would mean he's not really strong as well, because while being buff, he doesn't really have much in brain. Now, I put Stealth on top of the Team Chaotix Jr. list simply because he is a bad butt. He is pretty cool. He has stealth tactics and stuff, and uses them very well, using the Echidna tech and some ninja gear from his parents. Surprisingly though, this isn't the end of this team, as two other members are way stronger than them. Now, some of you might be confused on why a hedgehog girl is stronger than a whole team. Yes, I am ranking Rose and Sonic Jr. on this list, with Sonic Jr. being above higher. We'll talk about him later. Now let's get to his girl. I mean, I don't really have much to talk about Rose, since she isn't really my character, but I'm pretty sure she does have some forms. So, there's that. Our first form user on the list, everybody. Rounding out the low list, we have Mia Acorn, who is shown to have some usage of tech and stuff, and probably has some, skills to her fighting. I don't know. Axel's just a big simp for her. If so, she might as well be the strongest on the list for making someone simp for her. But still, she has some forms as well, going super, and I think it's on an even greater scale than Rose's form, as Super Mia is pretty powerful. But still, not the strongest. Up next is, stop haunting me, please. Now, listen, I'm not hating on Jared. He's actually pretty OP, managing to steal Whisper from Craig, which I will not forgive him for. But still, Craig managed to take him out anyways. And he actually had a good fight against Axel and Flash in the early years. Yeah. He managed to, take out Flash once, but, he still lost against Axel 'cause reasons. But, yeah, he's on the list somehow. Okay, fine, sis, I'll rank your characters too. Here's Blade the Bat. Honestly, just a slightly more combative Rouge, I guess. I mean, she has a blade with her. That's in the name. Blade the Bat. Plus, I technically helped make her for my sister, so yeah. Although she does kind of fall into the bad girl type. And also tried taking a few boys. She's just a tad bit up on Jared, I don't know. We need more information. Tell me later, sis. Also, this isn't the last of your characters to be put into this. Next up are the Dark Force from that wheel my brother and I used to make some real custom OCs. So, I guess we should start with Abyss the Cat. For real though, he's kind of like a mix between Blaze and Starkeye, but just cause he's a mix doesn't mean he's overpowerful. And he has these little kick shoe things because he's kind of weak in punching, so he likes to stomp on his enemies and kick them. Plus he's pretty fast, and again, has a form, thus making the Dark Force have darkness power. Next is the first of a few androids. It is Dreadbot, a robot OC which is the tank of the team, who likes to punch and destroy stuff. And he's technically the android 16 of the team. This gentle giant type of guy. Plus for helping Axel, he is pretty good. But still. Next is Bear for Bear, my younger sister's favorite of these characters. Again, is a pretty buff character. She can take on, really, 4 times her size? Very powerful and can take down trees. She protects the forest very well. And hey, Sonic Jr., if you have any characters free, you could ship them with her. Synthobot is next, and he is the power scale of Starkeye and Craig, because he has Craig's DNA, and is a jet-powered flight jet rocket thing, I don't know. Using solar energy to blast out, just like Craig, but not on a power scale since they're light robots and all that. So that's why I rank these guys kinda low. Silk the Spider comes in next because he's pretty quick on his feet, can make a bunch of webs like a certain web-slinging webhead, and it is being confirmed that he has ate his victims before. So Cherry B better watch out, or else he's next on the menu. Honestly, Brick the Armadillo and Mighty Jr. share this because they're both pretty tanky armadillo tough guys, like their dad. Also, I'm not counting Ray Jr. for this since, I didn't really know where to put him, so that's why. But I guess he'd be on the lines of Rose level? I'm not calling him weak. He does have a super form, but come on. We gotta introduce the bros. Oh, and a side note, to all those characters who I didn't include, I just didn't have pictures of them at the time. So this is where I would rank Knuckles Jr. and Silver Jr. in case if Sonic Jr. is wondering where they are. Why did I put Omega Jr. up so high on the list? Like, what the fuck? Shadow Jr. is pretty powerful. He may be overshadowed by his older bro, but this younger bro can get some girls. Including Everest, who managed to take out a whole entire universe of gay people. She is homophobic. I'm not, but let's just say I would have if I didn't get a girlfriend, okay? Shh, you'll be up later on the list. Here he comes, rougher than the rest of them. It's the first member of Team Axel, Flash the Echidna. Out of all the strength and fighting characters, this guy beats the cake. He is the overpowered champion of Angel Island tournaments, and he gets girls somehow, I don't know. Probably as much, but not as much as someone later on the list. Flash has also managed to take out Fleetway Sonic, Fleetway Amy, and Fleetway Axel plus Amy.exe and Axel.exe with one punch. Yeah, you get it. Also, I don't get why one of my sister's friends hates Flash. Listen, in their RPs he's a jerk, but in here, he's an absolute giga-chad. What the heck? Why is the main villain up so high on this list? It's Eggman Jr., baby. He has many tactics on how to take out Axel, and even defeat him on occasions. An arsenal of robots, many schemes in his brain, tons of, helpers on his side, I guess. Eggman Jr. is a force to be reckoned with, depending on which version we're talking about. And for this, I'm counting the main universe of him, and also Starved Eggman Jr., which is his most powerful form, and the Sad AM one, which basically takes over the whole entire world. In starved form, he can eat anyone. As soon as a certain character later on the list gets sent to heck and drags Eggman Jr. down with him, Eggman Jr. starts getting hungry and feasts upon creature by creature. They start off small at first, but then his appetite grows, and it keeps growing, to the point of where he's actually eating demons and becomes one. Starved Eggman Jr. then feasts upon real-life things and nearly eats Sonic Jr. Nearly eats! This guy is pure evil, and was only stopped because of the main hero managed to stop him with somebody's grandmother. Up next is Craig the Fox. Pretty powerful indeed, with his old Cedrian shtick with Cosmo's energy being given to him. Even in her spirit, she gives off all her energy to Craig for him to keep on living and to protect Tails. Also, yeah, Tails Jr. is on this set as well. I do have a picture of him though, here he is. Somehow I included Evil Rat on the list just because his head looks like a pure rat. It's a rat. He has a rat head. He is not a thingamajig, okay? Although he will, promise. Still, he is gonna be the main character, the main villain actually, of the whole entire DeviantArt Wars series, always pulling the strings. Listen, Evil Rat is a mastermind. He's so evil he doesn't even have an actual name. Although, me and my friend, AF Nightmare, do sometimes call him Richard, which is short for That's why Rule 34 Axel is this high on the list, because she is female and has Rule 34. That is bad. You know what I mean. Sis, go now. That's all your characters. And Tails makes it this high on the list because he managed to take out Starved Eggman Jr., plus the Furnace bots. Sometimes I like to give him an actual name and call him Tyler, because me and my brother made the OC list, and there was a fox named Tyler on the list, but I didn't get to make the characters on time because videos and stuff. So if Sonic Jr. wants, he can call Tails Tyler the Fox, to give him an actual name. So yeah, Starkai and Sonic Jr. share this spot. They're kind of the same power level, I guess. So that's why I put them both together here. Alright, Katie, if you're still here, it is your favorite character of mine. And probably most others too. It's Rafe the Hedgehog. Edgelord, new ultimate life form, whatever you call him. He is a powerhouse. Yet he's 7th on the list entirely. Also, I loved what Katie did with Rafe's story in the Gachaverse, where he's this spy guy and he's blonde hair and more powerful, yet he's a tiny little kid, aww. But whichever Rafe you like, they're all overpowered, being pretty amazing in strength and power. Plus, Rafe keeps dying on some points, but always comes back for more. That's some straight determination, and he will never give up. Okay, fine, I'll rank Altair, even though he's kind of a dead character now that DeviantArt Wars kind of stopped. But yeah, he's just Axel, but slightly weaker? I don't know. If only DeviantArt Wars continued. Okay, fine, I'll rank the Dragon Ball ZOCs, starting with Warrior Orange. Being the daughter of Daydream and oh, hello, means she has a lot of power. Yet her father managed to pique her and be overpowered. Yet she has a pretty powerful boyfriend who can take out said father. Alright, Android 21 is powerful and can definitely crush my butt. Now, characters are based on myself entirely. Don't come clear as to Daydream himself, as he is the most different to me as Kent is different to Crimson. Now, Daydream even trained Axel himself, but still doesn't come close as to his rival. Warrior Purple is here because she managed to permanently fuse with her crush Daydream after, dies. In a way, Warrior Purple took Daydream from Android 21. But that's in another universe, and I can happily simp over for her all over again and again. And AF Nightmare managed to rank this high because, he's like Daydream, but stronger, He controls the night. And he lives in other universes. There is only one Nightmare around every universe. But you already know he isn't as strong as number 1. You already know who it is. There's a reason why I made my channel called Axel Sonic, son. Even in base, Axel manages to put up a fight and never give up, and rarely uses his forms until necessary needed. Comic book fan 13, I don't care how you think Metal Sonic is this overpowered, he was managed to copy Sonic, not Axel. Plus, he is new original forms. Daydream came so Axel can run, to take on Nightmare and succeed. So yeah, that's everything. See ya!